And hey! It's part 2 of the video. Glad you're back. Or just randomly watching this video. A link to the first half of this review is in the description below. Though there are other ways of finding the video, which I won't bore you with. Again. Anyway. So, after a tea break, Magneto shows up and tells the Fantastic Four their next mission.
I have learned that the City National Bank is about to be robbed. The Fantastic Four shall foil the robbers' plans.
How do you know it's going to be robbed? Did the robbers take an ad in the paper?
Yeah, what did the robbers do? Take an ad in the paper?
Fucking A! And why is the thing's outstretched hand behind his chin? What the fuck, spatial relations? So anyway, Magneto's full plan is that they will take all the bank's money before the crooks can come and steal it and, wait. Is this whole become the leader of the Fantastic Four thing all just a scheme to get money? It is? Magneto? What the fuck? You could easily make more money legitly. You could mine iron, or use metal nets to catch lots of fish, or work on an oil rig, or hell, you could just make special effects for movies. Why be evil to get money when it would be easier just to earn it? What the fuck? This is just stupid. This is more goofy than Doom and his balloons. So Magneto's just going after money? It's good to see him give up his whole caring about mutant kind thing and going to his roots of being a money-grubbing Jew. Wait, what? Anyway, the Thing and Sue are bothered by Magneto's plan, but Reed says they should obey him, much to the confusion of Ben. Herbie then shares his worries about Reed not acting normal to Ben, who, kicks him away? Okay. What a team! They are fantastic. So they then make plans to meet up at the bank later, and then Magneto leaves.
But Magneto waits for no mere elevator.
What happened? I thought I was going down.
You are. Now.
Why are you dressed so funny?
Ha ha! Right on! That'll teach Magneto. Way to go, short old geeky man.
Your insolent remark is an offense to my dignity.
Dignity? Then don't wear that outfit in public, you dumbass!
Your insolent remark is an offense to my dignity. You should never question your betters.
Betters? Wow! Magneto's the most egotistical guy in this show! And this show stars a guy who named himself Mr. Fantastic. And then he steals the guy's watch. Wow. Is he desperate for money? Later, as the Fantastic Four head over to meet up with Magneto, Sue expresses her doubts about following Magneto, and Mr. Fantastic, if that is his real name, doesn't tell her his plans, and instead just says to go with him on this. Reed, why not just tell them? Is it that important not to tell your team that you're tricking Magneto? And for that matter, Sue, Ben, is it that hard to realize Reed is tricking Magneto? Jeepers! Guys, just because this is a kid's show doesn't mean you have to act like you have the intelligence of a kid. A really dumb kid. So they meet up at the bank and...
In order to enter the bank, we must get past that guard. Sue, use your power of invisibility. My hand! Everything's vanishing.
Actually, I meant turn us invisible. Now we have an invisible guard to worry about. Anyway, so is the guard invisible for life now? Anyway, so with the guard invisible, Reed disarms the alarm, and the Thing opens the door, and Magneto opens the vault, and then they all load up Magneto's Dorkmobile. What does he even need the Fantastic Four? Couldn't Magneto just pull the vault out of the bank and float it away with him riding it? He could do it all without the Fantastic Four, and not look like a dork in that contraption of his. What the fuck? Anyway...
Where are you going with the money?
I'll put it somewhere where it will be safe, so the bank robbers can't find it.
Does Magneto really think they're falling for that whole hide the money so the robbers can't find it thing? Wait a second, better yet, why are Sue and Ben actually falling for it? In what way are they fantastic? And then Magneto flies off in his no-horse open sleigh, and the others continue to question Reed on why they're letting him leave. And Reed continues not to tell them, even though he has no reason to continue hiding it from them. Wow, he is fantastic. Then going back to the Baxter building, Reed talks to Herbie, who's been following Magneto's movements, and they then watch Magneto.
Perfect. There he is. I see Magneto now.
Once this money is loaded onto my helicopter, I'll fly over the border where no one will ever find me. I'll be rich, rich beyond any man's wildest dreams.
And why are you loading up a helicopter? You can fly in your dorkmobile. Just fly away in it. Jeepers! Why use a helicopter? Earlier you were against machines that needed gas.
Besides, fuel is for lesser men. My vehicle needs no gas.
Did you just have a change of heart on the whole combustion engine thing? What the fridge? This is just goofy. And speaking of goofy, back at the Baxter building, Reed springs into action to stop Magneto and meets resistance from the rest of the Brain Dead Four.
Wait a minute. Why has your mood suddenly changed?
Yeah, you've been letting that big-talking yo-yo push you around up until now. So why should we follow you?
They still haven't figured out it was all a trick to trick Magneto? Really? Fuck! And don't be all like, it's a kid's show, and they were tricking the kids. Because when I watched shows like this as a kid, I was never tricked. And I wasn't that bright of a kid. Reed is finally able to convince his close friend and his lover that he has the basic intelligence needed to pull off a simple plan, and off they go to stop the menace of Magneto, which is just that he's a bank robber. Wow, very menacing. Is Satan a bank robber too?
The money is paper, so I can't lift it with my magnetic power.
Holy shit! Money is paper! Jeezer, quick! Alert the media!
The money is paper, so I can't lift it with my magnetic power.
Is he reminding himself how his powers work? What the fuck? And why not have metal nails or something pick up the bags? No? Okay. So the fucking foolish four show up, and Magneto tries to, make them sick by spinning their sky car? Just ball it up and squish them. Jeepers. But he's thwarted in his attempt to spin them by the thing who's able to steady the machine he's in with his strength? In midair? How? Super fuck physics! So failing to make them sick, Magneto changes his battle plans.
Down! Down! My magnetic power will force you down!
Dramatic. Dramatic. Magneto is being overly dramatic. The Fantastic Four then confront Magneto. Quick, Magneto, blow up some red balloons!
Okay, Sue. You know what to do.
Yes, Magneto's car. There it is. Or should I say there it was. If he can't find it, he can't use it to escape.
You're doing it right in front of his face. He'll still know where it is. Is her intelligence invisible? We then get a repeat of the last battle as Reed stands as Magneto attacks him.
Nice try, Magneto. But I'm not exactly powerless myself.
Wait, he can fling those bolts right back into place? Wow, he's a dead aim! Magneto can pull out bolts, and Mr. Fantastic can put them back in? If only they used their powers for construction instead of fighting. This episode would be lamer. Or maybe not. Reed then stops all the back and forth fighting nonsense, and whips out his weapon and...
Fool! Have you forgotten my invincible magnetic power? No mere weapon can stop me. With but a gesture, I can destroy it, or turn it against you.
Not this time, Magneto. Surrender. You have no other choice.
Why? Why will the gun not obey me? My power is gone.
You can tell if something's not metal, right, Magneto? You knew that fat guy in the second X-Men movie had metal in his body. But if you can't tell if something's metal or not, you should still realize that the gun could be plastic, right?
It's impossible. It cannot be. Why will the gun not obey me?
So unable to manipulate Reed's gun, Magneto gives up quicker than Santa. Is red the color of wimps? Anyway, Magneto gives up super quick. Wow, he's a tough ass. And he has a mental breakdown.
My power is gone. I surrender. I give up. Anything, anything.
What the fuck? Magneto, you can still fist fight him, can't you? Jeepers, what a wimp! So with Magneto surrendering, Reed calls Herbie, who calls the cops, and they arrest Magneto.
First tell me, how did you do it? How did you take away my power?
I didn't, Magneto. I merely tricked you. My gun isn't real. I made it out of wood, specially to fool you.
What? A wooden gun?
What the fuck? So Magneto can't tell if something's metal weight. So Reed did beat Magneto with a big piece of wood? Whoa. And then Magneto is taken away by the cops. Dude. Magneto, you still have your powers. Use them!
He tricked me with a wooden gun.
Do cops nullify superpowers? Or is Magneto an idiot? Oh, I get it.
But my gun isn't real. I made it out of wood.
So, Magneto was beaten by a piece of wood? Wow, the X-Men have been doing it wrong for years. Fuck trying to imprison him, reason with him, or beat him down. Just attack him with a piece of wood. Man, those rat men on motorcycles from the first episode of Thundar the Barbarian must scare the shit out of him. I can't tell what's dorkier, Sue and Ben not being able to tell Reed was tricking Magneto, or Magneto breaking down over not being able to move Reed's weapon. One thing's for sure, they're all just lame. No funny comment, just lame. So with Magneto dragged off by the cops, our heroes, if you can call them that, head home and chat about crap not worth mentioning.
Reed, I have an idea. A new disco opened up downstairs.
Oh, and you want to complain about the noise?
Ha ha ha, you redeemed yourself, Reed.
No, silly. I want to go dancing.
Terrific. I thought you'd never ask.
Going disco dancing? From one evil to another. So that's it. It's now the end.
He tricked me with a wooden gun.
What the fuck? Magneto was beaten by a wooden gun, and it didn't even have to make contact with him? That's lame on top of lame! What the fuck? That's lamer than anything I've ever done! And I say what the fuck all the time! What the fuck?